like prepared? Is there anything coming up?
Oh, you know what? We didn't even talk about fucking Valentine's Day.
We don't celebrate. Who gives a shit? Welcome everyone to another episode of the Shitcast. Happy Valentine's Day, which has just passed because we love missing our days and always coming afterwards. Oh, no. Cut that out.
No, I'm not cutting that.
Yeah, you have to cut that. Welcome for another fun episode that I'm sure we're going to derail many times.
We should have like a derail counter every episode. One on the left for me and one on the right for you.
Yep, that's not a bad idea.
I think we need to revisit this thing that we discussed at the last episode, which was this show that you were asked. So you sent me an Instagram post and then asked me to check with Uwe, which I completely didn't do. But then while we were while we were recording last time, we were like, okay, let's look this up quickly.
Yeah, we found it. For any authorities listening right now, please ignore this first section. But we found it on YouTube. We found the first few seasons of pirated version. And then so I was like, oh my god, we're in. And then it got to episode 6 on this YouTube playlist, and it switched to Thai instead of Chinese, and the voices changed, and it was like the subbing was really, really bad, and then it had subbing and dubbing at the same time, and it was just like this schmozzle, and we were like, I can't watch this. So then
was it Thai subbed in Chinese?
Yeah, and then English over the top. It was just impossible to read. So then the playlist had IQ, whatever that website is we ended up signing up for.
Let's just decide on how to say it now. You tell me how you want to say it, and I'll go.
I can't even remember how it's spelled. What is it? QIPL or something?
IQIYI.
Ike?
Okay, let's do Ike.
Ike? Well, how would you say it? How are you saying it?
Icky.
Icky? All right, let's go with Icky. So we noticed that on the playlist it had that Icky. So we looked it up and found that there's an app for the TV, and that we signed up for $2 for the first month, and then it's $10 or something. And there are so many shows on it. But it was on there, and so we're now I don't know, episode 16 or something in, and I'm obsessed. And the scene that I sent you on Instagram has already happened.
Yeah. You've seen it now, have you?
Yeah, I've seen it, and I was just the whole time I was like.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. So I've only watched 3 episodes so far.
What do you think?
I like it. I quite like it. So at the end of the last episode,
yeah.
So it was the one where they'd first gone into battle. This was the Mayan combat thing that they went into.
Yeah.
And they had to find the treasure at the end of it, and they had to ring those things, whatever they were.
Yeah.
And right at the end of that, they were sitting in the field, and there were the fireworks going, or the meteor shower, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they're one wistfully looks at the other, and then the other wistfully looks back as the other's looking away. And I thought to myself, well, for Chinese TV, they basically had sex right then.
I tell you what, that's pretty much what's happening.
No, but I like it. So my understanding, spoilers by the way, is so they showed a scene, I think it was in the first episode or the second episode, where they met when they were younger. Yes. So they've got a history.
Which has not come up at all, again, I might add, at this point.
Yes. So I'm very curious.
Yeah. That hasn't come up at all. 16 episodes or however deep we're in now.
Didn't you say there's 30 episodes?
Something like that, yeah.
it.
I've been binging it. I feel bad for Drew, but he seems to be enjoying it. So, it's pretty funny, actually. The supporting cast are actually quite funny.
Yes. Was he the one who messaged me saying, there's a lot of Thai ones on here?
That was me.
And then I was telling you about the really depressing one.
Yeah, that was me. There is a lot of... And the only reason I messaged you about there seems to be a lot of gay stuff on here was because of the whole mangua thing that we were talking about last time. I couldn't remember that. Mangua?
That's what it's called, mangua.
Mangua?
We'll just call it that from now on, okay?
Whatever. And I thought, this is right up your alley. It's all Thai and... it's, and there was actually one I was looking up to because I'm trying to find things that are love scenery now.
Yep.
And there's apparently one where the manhwa, a guy from a manhwa comic comes out and is in a real life thing. I thought, oh my God, that's perfect. You'd be like, right in that.
Okay, look. I'm going to have to stop you there. I'm going to have to quickly Google this because I can't remember the name of it. But there is a K-drama
It's
that
probably
you
that one.
must watch.
Oh.
That is that sort of storyline.
Well,
so good.
it might be the same thing.
It might be a Thai version of it, but
Yeah,
trust
maybe.
me, you want to watch the Korean version of it. It is so good. I can't. It's a K-drama about a girl who goes into a comic. Okay.
Oh, that's no, the opposite way. This was a boy that came out of a comic.
Oh, he. Oh, no spoil. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Who goes into a comic?
But I'm trying to find. There's another Chinese drama called "You Are My Glory," and apparently it's very similar to Love Scenery in that it's like a gaming backdrop kind of thing, but it's a bit more mature, is what I've read. They're older, so they're not the younger kind of, you know. Because Love Scenery is a bit young.
Okay, can I just pause you there? I suddenly feel like I need to do a poop.
Go.
Good thing I muted my mic. You bloody would have heard that.
Should have left it in. Could have recorded it.
I got derailed there. Sorry.
That's right.
So that was one that you saw on there that you're sort of like, your mangua.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're calling it now.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but I just thought it was like, I'm enjoying it so far anyway. Love Scenery is pretty good. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if that translates into anything else. But I've noticed that there's a lot of, on that Icky that we've signed up for.
Yep, Icky.
There's a lot of, like the Chinese love drama things. There's a lot of like historical, they're dressed in, you know, with the long hair and the long robes and stuff. And I'm not sure I'm into that, but yeah.
See, I just have to do that and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure I'm in for that, but we'll see. I really just wanted to watch Love Scenery, so I'm doing that. And once I'm done, I'm fine.
Okay. I know a really good one that I think you would like.
Is it on Icky?
Good K-drama, and it's on Netflix.
Oh, I don't have Netflix.
Alchemy of Souls. That one came out 1 or 2 years ago. Very good.
Okay.
But that was sort of a historical one, but it was sort of historical fantasy.
Yeah, okay.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll see if it's on anywhere else anyway.
So that's our adventures in Icky.
Yeah, Icky's so far pretty good. It's better quality than some other stuff that we've used.
Yeah, and I was very happy to find that there's an app on my TV for it. So, what is it, Google TV or whatever? And there's one, I assume there's one on Apple TV.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it worked perfectly. I haven't experienced any bugs. Do you know how rare that is?
Yeah, no. Nothing. No problems.
Do you have the SBS app?
Yes.
How does it run for you?
Terrible.
Okay, so it's not just me. Because, number one, it has shitloads of ads.
Yes.
But also,
so
it
many
crashes.
ads.
It just dies.
We haven't had crashing, but we've had really bad quality on it. Like it freezes. Okay. It doesn't play anything at high res or anything.
Maybe
you have
the
to
federal
manually
government
go in.
isn't giving them enough money or something for servers.
Maybe. It's probably likely. Have you looked at our government?
SBS. What does SBS stand for?
Substandard Broadcasting Services.
Special Broadcasting Service.
Wow, it was close. Substandard, special.
Yeah. I remember when I was growing up, SBS used to be where you'd find all the sexy shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after like 10:30.
Yeah. It's like you'd see a bit of boobies.
Yeah, boobies, side boob.
Yeah.
Bit of fur.
Yep. I can't remember if you'd ever see a penis though.
I think so.
Really?
Not often though.
I must have missed it. Well, tell me, I was looking.
Well, I mean, even in today's movies, you don't see a lot of penis.
Yeah, apparently boobs are okay.
Yeah, boobs are fine.
And a naked woman is fine to show on TV, but not a penis.
No. Only a man from his back. You can see his butt, that's it.
And they have to make sure that you can't see anything through his legs as well.
Correct.
I don't know if you realise that, because we got dangly bits, just FYI. Well, actually, hold on. Okay,
I always check for bulldogging, but it never happens.
I can't remember if we had this discussion, Mel.
Tangent number
obviously,
2.
I'm not an expert on the female anatomy.
Oh, God, neither am I, but yeah.
But I'm sorry if this icks out a few people, but the vagina sits sort of down, doesn't it?
It points down.
Okay, because the pee-pee doesn't. It's sort of on the front, if you know what I mean. Wait, what?
They all point down.
No. My point is that where it's located is more frontal than the vag, you know?
I mean, it is a very small hole. I'm not sure you could allocate, like, that sort of space to it.
So the point of origin, let's call it that.
Is in front, yeah.
Yeah, it's more frontal than
Yes.
down, which I think is where the vagina is.
Well, I mean, they're both... I mean, you're talking millimetres of difference here.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I'll put pictures. No, I'm kidding.
Or maybe centimetre, I don't know. I haven't measured it myself.
Okay, all right, fine. Also, by the way, I don't know anything about female genitalia.
Such a bad heterosexual, Ben.
Yes, I definitely am a bad heterosexual. I've totally failed.
You fail all hetero tests.
I've had his family here, well, his mother and his brother here for over a month now. So his mother has been here since like sometime in December, and his brother just spent a month in a monastery here, a Buddhist monastery, and has just come out yesterday, and I've had to drive him to the airport today because he's got a PhD in dentistry or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. But he's been invited to... Did I tell you about this? I think we might have mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been invited to go to University of New South Wales, and I found out Murdoch University in Perth to give a talk. And we was telling me last night that when you go and give a talk, if the university likes it, they'll offer you a job.
Right.
Which I'm sort of like, fuck, that's not bad.
I think they really have to like it and you have to have qualifications, but yeah.
Yeah. So I can't just go there and just talk? Is that what you mean?
No, I think you have to have a relevant talk.
But my whole reason for bringing this up is I had to drive him to the airport today. I still haven't quite got the memory down of how to get to the airport, so I rely on Google. Mm-hmm. So now you know why I wrote that, do you?
Yeah, go.
So I'm just like, well, surely Google knows where I'm going. So when I asked Google first, I said, hey, Google, take me to the airport, thinking, surely it will understand I mean Tullamarine Airport. No, don't worry, it's not there yet. No, don't worry. And so, of course, I was checking it before I went anywhere. I'm like, okay, is this really sending me where I'm going? And it's like sending me to some aerodrome near here. Literally, probably like 20 minutes away from here, maybe 15, 20 minutes away. Well, that's not it. Let me try again. I said, okay, take me to Melbourne Airport. I'm like, okay, that looks better. Still not 100% sure if it's the right place. But I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go with you, Google. We're driving, and I take a turn that Google tells me. I'm pretty sure I took the turn that Google told me anyway. And didn't take long before I'm like, this doesn't look familiar.
Oh, no.
And even he's saying, I don't recognise this.
That's a problem, given he's not been here very long.
And I'm like, yeah, me either. But, well, I said the words, let's just trust in Google.
No.
So then, eventually, we're on a road and I'm going 60 k's an hour on this really, really empty road for some reason. And I turn my head, there's the airport, but in between me and the airport is all the runway and shit. And I'm like, I think we're on the wrong side of the airport. It's taken me like out to where the control tower is. And we go... we're just driving along this road, and eventually I didn't even see the sign. He said, oh, this says that no public access here. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, let's turn around. And I said, so I had to specify which terminal it was, and then it took me to the right place.
Has it ever done that before?
Yep. Once before. But every time I go to pick someone up, because there's enough time between me picking people up from the airport that I can't remember what prompt I used last time to get to the right place. But now I'm just going to tell it which terminal.
That's stupid. That's just stupid.
It is.
So
how
much time did you lose?
Oh, just maybe like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apple Maps wouldn't do that.
Oh, don't even.
No, they'd send you straight into the ocean.
Exactly. It wouldn't even get you nearby. It would just. Oh my God. Apple, don't even start with that. Where did we go the other day? We were driving somewhere. I can't remember where, and it wanted us to do a U-turn. That's right. We were going to get our massage.
Yep.
And the place that we were going was on the other side of the freeway. So instead of just like taking an exit earlier or after and going back and around, he wanted us to get off at some random freeway area, do a U-turn to come back onto the freeway to drive another like 10 k's back from where we'd come. And we were like, are you stupid? Why would we get off the freeway to get back on the freeway when we can just get off at this exit and turn and it's just there? Like, we literally had to make one turn. Apple Maps. You want me to do a U-turn for 20 kilometres? The other day, I don't know whether this is an Apple CarPlay problem or our car, but the other day we were driving somewhere and I really, 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 really needed the toilet. You understand those desperation stories. And so
I sure do. I'll tell my desperation story right after this.
We pulled over at a park, turned off the car, I jumped out, busting for the loo, went to the toilet, came back, got in the car, and then the CarPlay wouldn't work. Mm-hmm. It was literally working 5 seconds ago before we turned off the car. And actually, I think that was when I was dropping Drew off at the airport to come to your place the other week.
Oh, okay.
And so I needed the directions to get to the airport because we pulled off the normal way that we go because I needed the toilet. So we could not, come love nor money, could not get it to work. Drove all the way the rest of the way to the airport, which was like another 30 minutes. Turned off the car again to get him out of the car, say goodbye. And then it worked perfectly fine after that. I cannot tell you the level of anger that I had. Like, we did nothing other than turn the car off to go to the toilet and then turn the car off to drop him off. And between those two things, Drew reset the phone, he updated my phone, he updated his phone, he plugged it in, tried different cable. We tried all this stuff while we were driving. Didn't work, just turn the car off.
You don't have to plug in, do you? I thought you can just go wireless.
Ours isn't wireless.
Oh, okay. So many of them aren't. It's like, what the fuck? Come on. You can do it wirelessly. Stop being cheap.
I want them to fix the key charging, but anyway, whatever.
Okay, so obviously I'm going to obsess on the question of was it a number 1 or number 2 that you were urgent for?
Just number 1. I had to pee. I was desperate.
Okay,
I even went before I left the house.
So I'm pretty sure I've told you this story before.
Don't tell it. There are some things in life that other people don't
I'm
need to know.
I'm going to do it. And I've already thought of the title for this episode now.
Watch those fire escapes?
No, it's going to be there's a lot of shit going on. Okay, so let's just say, just picked my nephews up with Uwe. Uwe was driving. I didn't know how to drive at that time. This was when we were living back in Sydney, and they lived about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes away. So we'd stopped off to get something to eat. Just had like Red Rooster in Campbelltown. And normally I'm like, well, now anyway, more so than ever, when we're like, okay, I'm about to get on a highway, do I need to go to the toilet? This is a lesson that I've learned. Do I need to go to the toilet? So we leave. Oh my God, Uwe's calling me. I think he wants me to pick him up from the station. I forgot I've got the car. Hold on. So something I remembered while I was just going to pick up Uwe was that because he was catching the train. So last week when I was catching the train home, on the V-line, the V-line stuff usually come through and like just scan your ticket just to make sure it's valid. And if it's not valid, well, if you didn't tap on, they tap you on the spot. Which is like, okay. So I don't know if you remember as well that maximum fare now on V-line is $5.50.
Right, yeah.
You can't. You used to be able to need to pay more than that if you're going on a really long trip, but now they capped it. I think it was Dan Andrews who did it.
Yep. Just after we left, bastard.
Yep. He waited for you to go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so there's this guy sitting next to me as I'm coming back from work. Coming back from work in the city. And he's doing that thing where he's like pretending to be asleep. Because he clearly didn't tap on. But I'm just like, dude, do you think he's never seen this before? You're the first person pretending to be asleep in front of him. You're so stupid.
Ever. That leads on to that article that you sent me about Brisbane, remember?
Yes.
About there being like $1 million worth of fines even though fares are 50 cents. Like, what the...
It's fucking dumb, isn't it?
Just throw the 50 cents on the train track if you have to. But like, why... What?
Yeah. It just goes to show, Mel, that it doesn't matter how cheap you make it. People won't change their habits.
Nah. I wonder if it's like
thinking... Sorry, go.
Okay. No.
No, you go.
I wonder if it's a time thing because I know that, especially with like Mikey, like I know that you don't have to use Mikey now because you can use tap and pay, right, with your credit card?
Not yet. They're trialling it at a couple of places.
So New South Wales, you can do that though, right?
Yes, definitely, yes.
So I wonder if it's a time thing. Like if you're running late, you don't have time to tap and to pay this and to get a card out and all that kind of stuff. I wonder if it's just like the whole process is just too difficult to get a ticket when you need it immediately if you're running late. Like if the train's there, you just want to get on the train.
I get that. I had that just recently, and I had it at Melton actually when I was going in to PAX with my nephew, and the staff held the train while I quickly tapped on.
Oh, that's nice of them.
And you know what? She even complimented my phone when she came through to scan all of our tickets, or our whatever they're called, Mikey's. But yeah, it is funny. It's like, so the previous Queensland government, now they've got a fucking stupid LNP government. The previous one, from using all of that mining tax revenue that they got, which was brilliant for the state, but obviously not brilliant enough to keep that government in. So that government decided, hey, you know what? Let's just make public transport 50 cents. All public transport in Brisbane is now 50 cents. When I heard that, I was like, I had to check the source of the article just to make sure it was real. I'm like, this sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, it does sound like bullshit. I mean, it does.
But yeah, the fact that they have $1 million in fines is just amazing. It's like...
It just, like I said to you, I think it just shows that no matter what you do, people just aren't going to pay. Make it free. And, you know, I mean, you can't because obviously we need to pay for it. But yeah, well, do we? I don't know. Everything should be free. Why do we have money even? Money is just the source of all evil and problems. Yep. And
yeah, I should be able to get the best computer without having to pay for it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hell yeah. I'm on board. But speaking of PAX.
Oh, yeah?
We might go to PAX this year. So...
Well, maybe. If you're going to go, I'm definitely going to go.
Well, we haven't been for 2 years because of everything, so...
well, you dodged a bullet 2 years ago. Last year wasn't so bad.
I've got heaps of pins I need to trade.
Yes, yeah. Are you going to bring that vest that like weighs a ton?
I was actually trying to work out a better way of wearing it, and I think what I'm going to do... No one steal my idea. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get high-res photos of all of the pins and see if I can get material made with all of my pins so I can like make a dress or a skirt or something out of it. And then that way I'm wearing all of my pins, but I'm not actually having them with me.
Yeah,
because you can get custom material made.
Yep, okay. Have you thought about... Because I was just thinking to myself, when there's so much weight, you would be worried, wouldn't you be concerned about the material just ripping just from the weight of the pins?
You've seen the big thing I've got them on, right?
Yeah.
So I've got them on this big blue, it's really thick kind of...
Oh, wait, no, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's like a thick velvet kind of thing, really thick. Yep. And I've got it on like a pole with like the velvet wrapped around so I can like hold it up kind of thing. And I do want to hang it up on the wall, but it's very heavy and I'm not entirely sure that the wood will hold. when I hang it up. So
one evening you'll just hear this loud crashing come in and
yeah.
find the pins on the floor and this wood snapped in half.
So I think I want to. Drew suggested the other day maybe I do like 2 panels or 3 panels or something, and split up the pins so that they sort of
theme the panels.
Well, I still want to do the colour rainbow thing that I've got going on, but I could sort of do it in like 2 panels or something.
What about doing that thing that they do where they have like a bunch of photos zoomed all the way out and it forms another photo?
Oh, that would be really cool.
What if you did that with the pins? Do you have enough pins for that?
Oh, I'm sure I've got enough pins to do something like that, but I don't even know how I would begin to do that. You'd have to... I could put them in the shape of a pin.
Yes, you totally could, yeah. Maybe one of the pins you're missing to say...
But yeah, I'm thinking I'd only bring like the pins I want to trade and some of the really, really rare pins that I've got. I'll probably take them with me just to wear around. But I thought a material out of my pins would be really cool.
What was the one I gave you a Vegemite one, right? I think it was a Vegemite one and a... I forget. Did
Vegemite?
I gave you 2.
I don't remember a Vegemite one. There was a Cult of Lamb one.
Yeah, and there was another one. I think it was a bin chicken or something. Maybe
it was bin chicken. Yeah, it was a bin chicken.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys are gonna go, I'll definitely go.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. So.
I don't know if we will. He'll probably just meet us after.
Yeah.
He just makes everything unenjoyable anyway.
We'll probably stay in the city, I'd say, because if I'm going to trade pins, I want to go collect pins. So I have to be there early one day. So
you're going to bring a huge piece of luggage with all your pins in it.
Yeah. I reckon those pins easily weigh more than a few kilos. So
definitely.
I'm definitely not bringing them on the plane because I would lose all of the space.
If you put those pins in a sturdy bag that they wouldn't rip straight through, I couldn't lift that bag, I'm pretty sure.
It's very heavy. Yeah. I should weigh them. and yeah.
There's a lot. Yeah, you've got a lot of pins.
Do you want me to put a photo up? We'll put a photo up.
Hey, that's a nice... Shit, that's a... Hey, we can do that, Mel. The internet allows us.
Yeah. I don't know when the most recent photo was that I took, but it was not that long ago because I think I updated them recently. I'll find my most recent photo of my pin collection.
Okay.
And you can stick it here. And you can see
stick
the
it
craziness.
right there.
Right there.
So, scintillating talk for a second.
Yes.
Thank God the fucking weather's cooled down.
Oh my God.
Seriously, it's just been unbearable the last few weeks.
Yes. Yeah, 40 degrees just shouldn't be allowed. So like when it hits 39, the system should just shut down.
That's enough. Stop.
And I don't know, a big shield should come in front of the sun or something and be like, nah, you're done.
The old Springfield shield, yeah.
Yeah. It's actually 30 degrees here again today. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's only 21 here, thank God. But they say it's going to be 23 tomorrow, so it's starting to warm up again.
Yeah, I think we've got 30s for some of the week.
Yeah. It's just been so unpleasant.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad for Western Australia with their bloody cyclone, so I'm not going to complain about 30, but.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that, but I didn't really care, so I didn't pay too much attention. Look, internet, I'm just being real. It doesn't affect me, so why the fuck should I care?
Yeah.
But I did hear of it was like, this is the sort of winds that could knock a house over. And I'm like, really? This is honestly what I was thinking when I heard that. Like, really? I don't know about that. I think we should put a house in front of it and see what happens.
Probably check some of the suburbs. They've probably lost some.
Yeah. Sorry you lost your house, people who lost your house. Yeah. But anyway, it wasn't my house.
Sorry, Karratha. Was it Karratha? Headland? Something? I don't know.
They definitely sound like Western Australian places that you've just said.
Port Headland,
how good
I
am
think
at Melbourne places.
Name 3 that aren't Melbourne. Yeah. Or the airport.
Footscray.
I gave you that one.
Oh shit! I've forgotten the one where you lived. Hold on. Oh, what was it called? Oh no, I've forgotten it. It's gone from my head.
Begins with C.
No, I've got that. Nah, it's gone. I've totally fucking forgotten it. And you know what's gonna happen? Like, just before I'm going to sleep, it'll just pop into my head. And I'll have to message you, Mel, I remembered what it was, and it was whatever I don't still can't. I'm trying to make it just come out of my mouth, just by me not thinking about it, but it's not happening.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No.
Do you want me to say it?
Okay.
Will it make you feel better?
No.
Well then.
Come on.
Craigie Ben?
Oh, fucking hell, why couldn't I remember that?
I'd like to point out, you say it's where I lived, but it's also where you and Uwe lived.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, we were living with you.
I know, but...
I was actually... You know what I was thinking today? This is a complete fucking tangent, by the way. I was thinking to myself about how sometimes when I try to thank people, they don't know how to take it, or because I'm so sarcastic most of the time, people think that I'm still being sarcastic, but I'm being genuine.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it made me think about people who have changed your life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, over the course of your life, everyone meets people or comes across people, and they do something that changes your life.
Yes.
And I thought to myself, that's Mel and Drew for us. Because you guys changed our lives for us.
Well, yeah.
You did.
Well, yeah, we did. But
and I was thinking to myself, we will be eternally grateful. This is just a love fest right now, and we will be eternally grateful. Really, truly.
You guys made the decision. We just offered you a way to do that.
Yeah, but if you weren't kind enough to do it, then we couldn't have done it. There's no way, way whatsoever that we could have done it.
Well, I mean, is it better for you, though? Like, has it been better? Has it worked out?
Yes. Yeah. It definitely is better. Oh, shit. You just reminded me of something. Okay. Tangent off this tangent.
Go.
Okay. It was fucking chaos yesterday. Okay.
This fucking episode is chaos. Anyway, go.
Sorry, I feel like I'm driving this. I'm
sorry for
driving this episode. I'm at Michael's yesterday, and we were like, we recorded my Clank 2 unboxing. By the way, I got my Clank 2 box.
Yeah. We'll get onto that.
Yeah. So we recorded me unboxing that, and then we played the game that we unboxed the previous week, which was called Galactic Cruise. We really liked it. But this week we played with basically all the expansions. Spoilers for the internet, he crushed me. I mean, he didn't just beat me, he more than doubled my score. Like, he got like 190 something and I was 82.
Michael is very good at games, though. Like, I know he often downplays, I'm not that good, I don't pay, but he knows the ins and outs and how to do it, and he strategizes really, really well.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, I will never have the brain like he has, which is probably why I prefer co-op games than competitive, because I just don't. I can't strategize the way he does. It's amazing, really.
Yeah. So he's the sort of person who would be worried that I wouldn't have a good experience because I was crushed so soundly, but I was also like, no, this actually is good for me, because it lets me examine what I might have done differently, which is a lot, by the way.
Like, just not played the game?
No, I'll still play the game. I liked it. It is a good game. It's probably not your kind of game. It is. This is a very complex game. There's a lot going on.
I don't like those. That's too hard.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're coming towards the end of the game. I get this video call from Uwe. I've had my phone face down, which puts it into Do Not Disturb mode, which is why I didn't notice that he had been calling me. So he video calls me, and I just happened to be looking at my phone at that time. He's like, are you done yet? Are you coming home? And I'm like, no, because we're still playing. It's like coming towards the end of the game. And I'd already realised I have totally lost this game, like probably about half an hour before that. Actually, it was probably when Michael took like half an hour for one turn.
Oh.
That I was like, I think I might have lost this game. And then my turn took like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Anyway, so I'm like, oh, I'm not done. And then he tells me, oh, I need come home because I need the car. And I'm like, well, can't you just take the Tesla? Because he has the Tesla. He's driven somewhere in the Tesla on Sunday, and then he's called me in the afternoon saying he wants the A1 instead. And I'm just like, just take the Tesla. And he's like, no, I can't because it's got a cracked windscreen.
What do you mean? What? How to get a cracked windscreen?
Okay.
Is this another tangent off the tangent?
No. This is the tangent. Well, part of the tangent.
How?
So he'd gone to Box Hill to get his brother from the temple because he was finishing being a monk. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah,
anyway,
you did, yeah.
Yeah. And on their way back, they'd come off the Westgate Bridge and they were in the left lane. And then suddenly just bang, this rock just hits the windscreen on the passenger side. And it's a kind of close to the edge of the window, but not like right on the edge. But it hit it hard enough, and there's a crack heading towards the center of the windscreen. Not a huge crack, but it's definitely not a small crack either.
Yeah, right.
So when he says, "Oh, there's a crack on the windscreen," I'm thinking, "Oh, it's probably just a little fucking thing, whatever."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'll finish soon. I'll come home." So. In the meantime, unbeknownst to me, sorry, I'm putting Uwe on blast here.
Yeah. He'll kill you later.
He blames his brother.
It is his brother's fault, yeah. I'm on board.
And his brother's like, "Oh, can you drive me to the station? I want to go in the city and see one of my friends here." And just FYI, his brother's like in his 30s, so it's not like he's his little brother. It is his little brother, but not little.
Yeah. Age appropriate little.
And then he's like, "No, walk." He makes him walk to the station.
He does not.
He totally does. And it's like half an hour's walk.
That's so mean.
It is totally mean.
I mean, it's also a problem to drive with a cracked windscreen, but...
Yes. So so on the cracked windscreen, I get home, I check the windscreen. I couldn't find it because I was looking on the other side. I was like really looking everywhere. Like, I can't see anything. So I got Uwe and he takes me around the other side. And yeah, I mean, you cannot miss it. It's definitely there. So anyway, we book it in. First I check the insurance. So I didn't get windscreen damage.
You will from now on.
Nah, still not gonna.
Oh.
Insurance is a scam. Internet insurance is a scam.
Yeah, we discussed that.
Yep.
But windscreen insurance is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Also, I now have to pay like $1,400 and something to get the windscreen replaced.
Is that how much it is?
Yes.
Are you getting an official Tesla one or a secondhand shit one?
Official. Yeah. We're just going through Tesla to get it done. So actually, the experience. Oh, this is so. Okay. Third tangent, sorry, and we're going to come back to the second one in a second. The experience of booking... I'm sorry. The experience...
Chaos. Go.
The experience of booking in Teslas for a repair is actually really easy. I just went into the app and said, I need a service, and I told them what was wrong and took a photo of it. And then they were like, oh, these are the service centres that you could go to, and here's the wait time for all of them.
Oh,
and
nice.
you can basically choose the one you want. And then literally within 5 minutes, they came back to me with a quote and said, okay, this day, this time.
That's pretty good.
Sorry, I could choose the day and time.
Yeah.
So I just chose the soonest one. And that's all done now. So that's really good. Well, I mean, the repair's not done. That's still like two and a bit weeks away. But
wow.
Yeah, okay, all right. So let's get back to tangent number 2.
Yeah, which was?
So this happened to Uwe, and so the windscreen getting cracked. Unbeknownst to me, he later tells me when he was at the temple, a bird shit on him. And I don't mean like on his shirt, on his head.
Oh. That is the worst. And everyone's like, oh, but it means good. Like, no.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said too.
No. It's shit. Don't fucking say that. It's awful. Don't. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
A bird just evacuated its bowels on me.
Yuck. Oh, poor Uwe. What a horrible day he had.
He did have a bad...
Was he sitting in the Tesla with bird shit on him while he was trying to drive
No,
home?
apparently someone helped him clean it off. Lucky he's got short hair, Jesus.
Yeah, trust me, it's not great in this.
Have you been bird... Sorry, it's a bird shit on you with long hair?
Yeah.
It would just get everywhere.
It just was like... It was just...
Oh.
I basically had to dunk my hair in the bathroom toilet. Like, not the toilet, in the sink. In the sink, not the toilet.
It's a shame it wasn't the toilet. That would be a fun story.
And wash it, yeah, because it sort of got all entwined and stuff because of my curls. It was just awful.
Uwe nearly dropped his towel in the toilet just the other night when he was fucking around. He dropped it and he just grabbed it before it went into the toilet.
You got to stop fucking in the bathroom. It's just not working.
We were just being idiots in the bathroom. You know what we're like.
Yeah, you'll fuck anywhere.
So yeah, that was my second tangent, and I think we've already finished on the first tangent. I don't remember what that one was actually.
Look, that was hours ago.
Clank 2.
You finally got it.
Yes.
Did they reply back with anything, or it just turned up?
No, they. So okay, so I got it. I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah, you went back to them and said,
passed.
"Where the fuck?"
And of course, that's the day I work in the city. So I raced home when they sent me the message at like 11:52 saying, "Oh, it's going to be delivered anytime between 11:30 and 1:30." So I raced home and literally got here 5 minutes before it was delivered. It's incredible, right?
Perfect timing.
Uwe's mum was here, so I think it would have been fine. And I did instruct them because it was through Australia Post, and in their app now you can like instruct them and stuff like that. But I did say, hey, it's fine, just leave it outside. But I was like, mate, they might not leave it outside. So anyway, I had box envy with Michael because his box for Galactic Cruise was way bigger, like fucking twice the size of mine.
I mean, it looked like a very big game though, Galactic Cruise.
Yeah, it's massive. It's massive.
Yeah.
Also, check the channel because there is an unboxing on the channel. I don't mean you, Mel, on the internet. You don't have to. Don't worry. Because I know how keen you are on it.
I mean...
So yeah, I got it. We unboxed it yesterday. Yes, yesterday. And it's a legacy game, so I couldn't really go too much into it.
Yeah,
There was a lot of stuff I didn't want to unbox or because I was saying in the recording that we did that the original version, there was like an envelope underneath the plastic tray, and I'm like, there might be something there again, so I'm not going to lift it up.
Yeah, right.
I want the surprise, but I've sleeved 100 of the cards that are just the base deck today. Oh god, it was so blissful. I love sleeving.
That sounds like a dirty sex thing, but
it does. When I said it, I was like, that sounds sexual. Is that like docking or something like that?
Well, yeah, I was thinking if you're a bottom, no. If you're a top, sleeving,
no, I don't know.
No,
yeah, I don't know what it would be, but it definitely sounds sexual.
It really does. If internet, I don't want to Urban Dictionary that, but if someone else wants to Urban Dictionary that, you can tell me.
I'll do it right now.
It's not worth it.
Urban Dictionary.
It's never worth it.
Sleeving.
There'll be something gross and sexual there.
No, it's not.
Oh, well, there you go. Someone should make something up.
Oh, there's different... Oh, no, I don't want to go any further.
Was there something?
Yeah, I'm just going to stop right there. When I was just talking about games, you mentioned that you prefer co-op games. I also love co-op games, even though I have that shirt that says this is a co-op game and I'm winning.
It's
but
fair.
it reminded me when Uwe and I were at your place last for Christmas. Not last Christmas, I think it was 2 Christmases ago. And we played Pandemic.
I love that game.
It is a
Especially
good
when
game.
I make a 25-minute move
That's what I wanted to bring up.
to save the world. I might point out I was saving the world. Come on. It was epic.
It was.
None of you believed it could be done.
We knew how many turns we had left. We were like, there's only this many turns left, and we have to. There's got to be a way that we can do this. I think we only needed to like get back to the final center to find the cure for the last disease.
Basically, yeah.
And this is Drew's turn. I remember it was Drew's turn, and we were trying to help him figure out a way that we could do this.
It's a co-op game. It's a really.
So we were doing Drew's turn for him. And I remember you were like, no, there's got to be a way. And we were like trying to figure out all these different ways. After like 20 minutes, Drew says, he's standing up by this stage. He's like, look, can you just decide? Because I really need to do a shit.
Sorry, honey.
And he went and did a shit and came back and we still hadn't decided. But to your credit, Mel, to your credit.
We got it.
You did it. You were the one that came up with it.
Yeah.
You were the one, no, we have to do this. And I was like, oh, are you sure? And then I was like, oh, Mel, this is brilliant. You've done it. You've done it. You saved the world.
Saved the world.
Yep.
Don't know why it's a piece of shit now, but anyway. Should have fucking let it burn. Yep.
But you've bought Pandemic Legacy now, season 1, I think it is.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to play that with you. I am so excited. I've played it before, but I will still do it all again.
We've got to try and actually.
Yeah. So
make it work.
when Drew was here, Drew and I were talking about when we're going to come and see you next. So we'll come to you next. You've been coming to us a lot. We'll come to you.
Oh.
And let's just say I've got a shitload of leave, okay?
Yeah, but does Uwe have a shitload of leave?
I don't care.
Okay. I mean,
so yeah, we'll come over and we'll definitely get that campaign started. I think when you play it, you're going to go, oh, this is really good.
I like Pandemic. It's a good game. I mean, it's not as good as Foundation. Or Against the Storm, which I'm now addicted to, but thank you.
What was that other one? Caverns of what?
Caves of Cud.
Caves of Cud. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other one.
That game.
Okay, so I think we've touched on Foundation, but so that's like the 1.0 version, and you've been playing it pretty hardcore, and even Michael's on it now. Yeah,
Michael's on it now. I haven't played it for a little bit though. I've been stuck on Against the Storm.
I've been enjoying you and Michael discussing Foundation. Michael's just basically railing about the fact that he doesn't know where certain resources are.
I don't know. I just see them on the screen. No, I couldn't help. To his credit, though, he is right. Like, it is difficult because the trees are really thick sometimes, and you can't see if they're not marked out. You just think that they're just like on the map. So, like, they're just like bubbles on the map. So, I think it's fair. They should have like an overlay or something that pops up that tells you, a quick key.
Do you think if he had a high spec computer that he would have seen it?
Look, maybe, but I mean, you could say that about anyone.
Michael, I'm just saying.
If I have a 32-inch monitor, see more.
He's got a 27-inch monitor now.
Well, I need like a 32 curved or something, so it's
sexy.
Yeah, that'd be alright.
That's very sexy.
I'd really see them then.
Yeah. My old 27-inch monitor that I've got just to the left here, that I've literally had for like more than 10 years. I had it when we were still living in Sydney. And when I bought it, it was really good. When I bought it like years and years ago, it was my like 144 hertz monitor, and it's the one that I bought when I got my when I was running two 2080 Ti's in my computer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
So now
you got to mortgage your house to get them.
Yeah, now I've got a 4090, which costs about the same.
And they put the prices up of the other ones recently.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not get into video card stuff because I put people to sleep on all my video card talk last time.
I don't think so. No one's told us they fell asleep.
Yeah, because they were busy sleeping. Was there anything else that we would need to talk about? I don't remember.
I don't know, but I did want to shout out.
Yeah, go.
I want to shout out to the one guy who was watching my Twitch stream the other day when I was playing Against the Storm. Or girl. I don't know. Their name was Moron.
You sure you want to shout them out?
But they were chilling out with me for ages and like
were
talking about the game. Yeah. It was great. So I just shout out to that person.
That's what happens when you actually play a niche game like Foundation.
Yeah.
You'll get people who are just so into it. Like another one was City Skylines. Like people really get into that. And that for me is just like, no, I think that's... I was joking that I was going to buy Civ 7 because it just came out. Even though Sean looked up how much I'd played Civ 6. And it was... actually, I think it was Civ 5. That's right. I was checking if I'd bought Civ 6, which I'm pretty sure I did, but never played. But she said, you've played it for 4 hours, Ben.
That's barely even logging in.
Yeah, but I was telling Michael that when I play Civ, I just basically turn into a warmonger and just want to wipe everyone off the face of the earth. And whereas Michael plays the Huggy Bear and wants to have peace, love, and mung beams.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd much rather get rid of war components of games completely because they just annoy the crap out of me. I'd rather do trade and build and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Seems hard, but yeah, sure. So there was one more thing and it slipped my mind.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you didn't. No, because I thought of it while you were talking.
Oh.
No, you've never interrupted me. I've interrupted you, though. All the time. Think so. And I just did it then.
Did you? I didn't know.
Wasn't there something that we disagreed on? Just what?
Captain America.
Was it?
Captain, because controversial opinion. There is no other Captain America than Chris Evans. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care what the comic books did. I don't care what the movies did. I don't care what the director said. I don't know what the writer said. Chris Evans is the only Captain America ever that should ever be on screen. And they should CGI the fuck out of him for the next 100 movies they want to make. Always Chris Evans.
So what should they call the Sam Wilson?
Is that his name?
That's his character's name.
Dude with a shield. Like...
Lieutenant America?
Bullseye butt. Like, I really don't know.
Is Lieutenant higher or lower? I think it's lower than Captain, right? I don't actually know.
I know nothing about military stuff.
But I don't mind. Although reviews for the new Captain America movie are not great.
Oh, well...
I was pretty excited, actually.
Are you going to go see it? Or not now?
No. I'm not allowed to see movies at the cinema anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Actually,
that's
I'm waiting for you guys to move back to Melbourne so that I can start going to the movies again. Because then when a movie I want to see comes out, I can say, hey, let's go to IMAX, guys. Yeah. And like, fuck Uwe, he can just stay home.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll go to IMAX. We love IMAX.
Yeah. What was the last movie we saw at IMAX? Because we went with you. I don't remember what it was. Was it Star Wars? I think it was.
Yes. Yeah, because there was that scene where it went silent. When it blew up. What was that?
That was episode 8.
No.
No, I think we saw episode 9 with you, the last one.
Maybe it was 9.
Yeah, I think we saw that one with you. Because I'd already seen episode 8. I watched that in Sydney. We were still in Sydney when episode 8 came out.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, can we? Episode 8 is the one where there's that big explosion and it's silence, and all those dumb Americans were like, "Oh, the cinema's broken, man.
The cinema's gone. What's happening?" I'm looking up IMAX. Star Wars 3D, December 2019. Sounds about right. 4 premium adults.
Yep,
so
that's us.
The Rise of Skywalker 3D.
Yep. Was it 3D?
Apparently.
I don't remember it being 3D, but there you go.
Oh, that's the one where at the end she kisses him, right?
Yes. And then he dies. Oh, spoilers, by the way.
It's 2019. You can't keep spoiling. No, that's too long.
Yeah, that kiss was just like, what? What are you doing?
I was so annoyed by that. Rage. I would have loved the movie. Would have loved it had that not happened. There was absolutely no sexual tension between the two of them the entire time.
Yeah, they were just friends. It was platonic.
They were enemies, not friends.
Well, they were frenemies.
Frenemies.
Yeah. You've never heard that before?
Yeah, I'm not sure they were frenemies, but that's why I was portrayed into or whatever.
And I was annoyed that they brought back Palpatine.
What a joke.
Just let him stay dead. Jeez.
Like, really, could you not come up with a better storyline? Like, that's
the point. They couldn't come up with a better storyline.
Then you shouldn't have done it, you know? Like, who lets things go through these layers and layers and layers and layers of writers and stuff, and that's the best you can come up with? Like, what?
And so that means that Snoke ended up being a clone of Palpatine. It's just so dumb. It's all dumb.
It's all dumb. All dumb. Anyway, what do you do? Like, I can't come up with a better movie idea to make famous, so, yeah, here we are.
Isn't there a holiday coming up, like a public holiday?
Yeah, 2 weeks, 4 weeks' time.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I need more public holidays.
Yeah, there's never enough. Anyway.
All right, I'm stopping the recording.
Wait, outro.
Oh, wait, shit, sorry, outro, yeah, sorry.
Hang on, let me get it.
Right. I've got a goldfish memory.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening today. We hope that you experienced some moments of joy throughout this. If it includes pooping, farting, or just general laughter, we hope that you get something out of it. And we will see you in a fortnight. Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.